Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Our Blessed and Beautiful Life. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Tina. And today I wanted to share with you guys something really awesome that I like to do here in my kitchen. And ever since I started doing it, I've never gone back to the store-bought version. So this is a super quick video because this is a super quick recipe and it's something that you can do right in your own kitchen too. So today what I'm going to share with you is how to make your own homemade vanilla extract. You guys know when you go to the grocery store how expensive vanilla is. I mean, you get this little teeny tiny bottle, sometimes anywhere from $8 to $12. So it's crazy. And I don't know about you guys, but I use vanilla a lot in baking and my recipes. And I also like to put a little vanilla in my coffee. I like the flavor. So I blow through vanilla like crazy. And I came across a recipe on how to make my own vanilla and I've been doing it ever since. So that's what I'm gonna share with you guys today in this video. So let's start out by looking at what we're gonna need for this recipe. The first thing that you're gonna need is some vodka. Yes. So we are not going to drink this, not in this form anyway. We're gonna use this to make our vanilla extract. So essentially your homemade vanilla is nothing but vanilla beans and vodka that steeps for a period of time and then it's ready to be used. So how simple is that? So we've got this vodka here. It doesn't need to be anything crazy expensive. This is actually the cheapest vodka I can find and it works fine every time. For this recipe, you're gonna need 4 cups of vodka. And then you're gonna also need some vanilla beans. So I always buy my vanilla beans on Amazon. I buy organic vanilla beans. If you go to your local grocery store or Walmart, you can get like 1 vanilla bean for like $18. You guys, that's insanity. Go to Amazon, you can buy them organic. So for your recipe, you're gonna need 8 vanilla beans per quart size jar. So let me just cut these open and share with you guys what these look like. Before I started making my own vanilla at home, I actually had never seen a vanilla bean. I had always heard of them, and I just assumed that they look like little coffee beans. But this is what they look like. They're nice long beans here, like that. So we're gonna need 8 of these for today's recipe. So I've got 8 set aside. I've got leftover beans here, and what I'll probably actually do is maybe do a pint-sized jar of vanilla just so I can use these up because I don't want them to go to waste. The next thing you're gonna need is a measuring cup, obviously, so you can measure your vodka. You're gonna want a nice clean quart-sized mason jar with a lid or something to put your vanilla mixture in. And then I like to always have a funnel because you guys have seen me make a big mess on previous videos, so get yourself a good little funnel there. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do for this super simple recipe on how to make your own vanilla is split these beans right down the center. So just, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just split them down the center. And then we're gonna cut them into, you know, 2 to 3 inch pieces. So I'm just gonna cut this into 3s. And that's kind of what we're looking for there. So I'm gonna get the rest of these beans cut up and then we'll move on to the next step. And if your beans are really thin where you can't really cut it in half, you just want to kind of slice a little bit of it open because what you're trying to do is help it when it's steeping to let all of the vanilla out into your vodka. So that's all we're doing is exposing that so that it can come out easier while it's steeping. So I've got my 8 vanilla beans here cut up for my quart-sized jar, and I'm gonna throw these little guys, these leftover ones, in another smaller jar with some vodka so that I don't waste them. All right, so now that I've got my vanilla beans cut up, I went ahead and grabbed another smaller jar to use for those leftover beans. And all we're gonna do, you guys, is add our beans to the jar. Once you've got your beans in the jar, we're just going to add our vodka. So as I said in the beginning of the video, you're going to use 4 cups here. And once again, I forgot my funnel. I'm notorious for that. All right, so I just had a total mishap. Apparently my mason jar had a crack in the bottom of it and vodka just started to go everywhere. So I had to transfer it to another jar. You really gotta keep an eye on your jars and inspect them because, you know, or when you have kiddos that do the dishes and unload the dishwasher, they don't typically take care when they're putting things away and they're slamming things around. So lots of chipped jars and cracked jars around these parts. That's okay though. We got a new one that's holding it all in just fine. So that's 3 cups. We're gonna do 4 just to make sure that it's topped off. Okay, so now that we have the jars filled up with our vodka, all we're gonna do is put the lid on them. There is nothing to this recipe, you guys. Now, what you do wanna do is allow this to steep for at least 2 months so that you've got that really good vanilla flavor, and you can actually let it steep, you know, up to 9 months to a year. And the longer that it steeps, the more flavorful your vanilla is gonna be. So just stick this somewhere and you've got a massive amount of vanilla to cook in your kitchen with. So imagine what this would cost in the grocery store if you went and bought it there. I mean, this is a quart of vanilla that we just made with just 2 simple ingredients. So let me show you guys what the vanilla looks like when it's done. Here's a jar that I have that I started this summer, so probably about 8 months ago, 7 to 8 months ago. And as you can see, the color changes drastically as it steeps. And it will continue to get darker and darker the longer that you let it set. Now, when I go to use my vanilla, I just take care not to shake the jar because you still have these vanilla beans at the bottom and a little bit of settlement from those vanilla beans. So you don't want to get that in your recipe or for me in my coffee because I like to add a little vanilla to my coffee in the morning. So just gently open your jar with your measuring spoon and scoop it out from the top, ensuring that you don't disturb the bottom here. This homemade vanilla, as you can see, is super simple. And also, this is a fantastic gift idea for the holidays, birthdays, Mother's Day, anything like that. So what I like to do is steep a bunch of vanilla beans in the summer, and that way by Christmas time they're ready. And I like to do cute little vanilla jars that I get on Amazon with some little Christmas bows and give those to my clients as Christmas gifts or family members. And who doesn't like vanilla in their kitchen, especially homemade vanilla? It's a very cheap, inexpensive way to show others that you care. And it's something that you can do right in your own home. And I particularly, especially in the times that we're living in now, I am not one to go shopping. I don't like the grocery stores. So I like to be here in my own kitchen where I can do things on my own. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video on how to make homemade vanilla in your own kitchen. If you decide to do this recipe, let me know in the comments how yours turned out. This is something really awesome that you can do for yourself. If you like this video, don't forget to click that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, why don't you subscribe and stick around for a while? I love having you here and I love sharing these recipes and our homesteading journey with you guys. Take care, everybody, and I will see you on the next video.
Really wanna know. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down.